Hello world, and welcome back to Minecraft Memoir. This is episode 42. In the last episode, you can see we worked on the library over there. It's getting pretty tall, and it'll just keep getting taller. We also celebrated hitting 50 subs, and in between episodes, I published the last one about 2 days ago, and that video has almost hit 300 views, and we passed 60 subs. So that's really exciting. Like, man, we are chugging along here. That's probably actually, not probably, it is definitely my best performing video now. So that's very motivating. So in today's episode, we're gonna continue working on the library here. And we're also gonna go on a bit of an adventure. So I think we're actually going to do that adventure first, but before we do that, in between episodes I also did a bit of exploring. That's why we're going to go on the adventure. I was looking for snow. So I had this weird thing happen where I logged in to Minecraft and then it accidentally clicked and loaded a new world, which is fine, I just deleted it. But it loaded me into like an area where there was snow, but it wasn't a snow world. See, to my knowledge, in this version of the game, there is a 25% chance that your world is a snow world, where the entire thing is covered in snow, and it's constantly snowing, and yeah, that's the entire world. So I assumed, obviously there's no snow here, I figured I was in the other 75%, and that there was no chance for me to get snow until it's added later on to be generated by weather. However, that world wasn't fully snow and it wasn't snowing, so I thought I might be able to find snow in this world. And I think I have. I think I saw a big mountain. Which way are we going? This way. A big mountain this way. I didn't get within 300 blocks of it. I think I saw snow and I was like, nope, and I turned around immediately. Oh, wait. I also wanted to show you some other stuff. So like I said, I went exploring a little bit, and while I was looking for snow, I actually picked up a bunch of other materials. First and foremost, I got a bunch of clay. I was really surprised at how much I was finding, because it's really rare in this immediate area. There's a sheep somewhere. I'm going to find it. There's no clay in this immediate area, so I just figured it was really, really rare. But I traveled off a bit and found a good amount. On top of that, I think I found almost a half stack of pumpkins. I found some mushrooms and some red flowers. So I picked those up as well. I figured pretty much all of the uncommon stuff that doesn't regenerate at all yet, I should pick up. So we're heading off in this direction, positive X, positive Z. You can see right there, that's the old base actually. So this is where I headed to figure out if I messed up the seed a while back. And I did. We might actually cross over those chunk errors. But it's getting nighttime here, so I might have to hide out. I forgot to craft some armor before I left. So, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not quite sure where I'm going. I was standing at around 1,000 when I... Oh, it's daytime. It's not going to attack me. Ooh, pumpkins. Yeah, it's at around 1,000. So I figured I could just make my way back there. Ooh, I've already passed one of those. Okay. Oh, yeah. So you can see, right here, this is where the seed messed up. So, actually... I'm not 100% sure, but I changed the seed back to the original seed. So we've got just a thin strip of a couple of wrong chunks that I'm not willing to get rid of. And honestly, they look enough like beta generation anyway that I don't mind. But yeah, you can see some weird walls. There's clay right there, so I'm going to grab that and the pumpkins. Oh, geez. Okay, so this is indeed like the strip of incorrect chunks, because over there are the chunks that were just generated. You can see that lava of the correct seed. So we're heading off that way. Actually, we need to head that way because I overshot. So I'm getting a little concerned. Firstly, because I didn't craft a boat, so there's clearly something wrong with me. But secondly, I'm pretty sure that the snow I found was around this area. I'm pretty sure I overshot a little bit with X and under with Z, so thought this would be good. However, new chunks are being generated, and I don't recognize any of them. So I'm going to go to like exactly 1,000,000, and hopefully that works. Oh man. Okay, so I came over that hill. I was really worried because I'm like basically 1,000,000. But ta-da! Now, this was not the one that I found before. I have no idea where that went, but this looks way better. Actually, I think this is even bigger, so it works out great. Okay, I dug myself in a hole overnight so we could do this reveal together. I didn't think about it. I guess I have enough, but I didn't craft any shovels to like come here. So whatever we can pick up with the three we've got on hand is gonna have to be enough. Oh man. Oh, I guess it was two for that one. Oh, that's so exciting. Can I throw these yet? Oh, you can. Oh, that's excellent. Okay. I did Googling earlier, and it looks like I can't craft any snow golems until full release 1.0. So that being the case, snow is going to have to be purely decorative. I don't even know if it serves any function at this point in the game, which is fine. It's a new block, which I am more than happy for. That is so frustrating. So the answer to the question is two shovels and barely a third makes just under a stack of snow. So I'm definitely going to have to come back here with some diamond shovels in the future. But yeah, this is great. Let me walk in a little further, maybe see if I can find anything cool. But otherwise, if not, we'll just head back. So there's not really much of note here. It's all pretty much the same. But I like this little area. I like how the lower area is like not covered in snow, and the higher areas are. Kind of reminiscent of the future terrain gen and how they deal with like putting snow on high mountains. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna head home. It's over this way. No way. Okay, so I am just running back, like I said I was, and I saw this little opening. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna run through it. And I saw a pumpkin through it, and I was like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna grab that pumpkin. And then I saw that. I'm pretty sure that's like one of the first hidey holes that we used in the series. Like one of our first days, we didn't have anything, and we were just hiding from the mobs. So let me go grab that pumpkin, because I'm surprised I left it, or passed over it at least. Hope that skeleton doesn't see me. Oh, spider does. Oh, that didn't help. Oh no! Okay. Alright, we're probably gonna die. That's fine. Well, I guess we have to go back to our hidey hole, huh? About 450, 800? Honestly, should I even... Oh man, wait, I might lose those items. Ooh. Why didn't I just turn around and attack it? I think I had my diamond sword out. So many things went wrong there, and most of them were on me. Okay, I am petrified I'm gonna lose my items, but check out this view. Very nice. And I like how the beach maxes out at 2 blocks everywhere, like it doesn't go up 3. Woohoo! Okay, I forgot to hit record when I picked it up, but it was still here, mostly? I thought I had more items than this. So maybe some of them despawned, or I just haven't found them yet. Oh, and of course it's turning daytime. I was just going to explore the cubby. I guess we still can. Yeah, that's right. I remember having another, like, near-death experience here. Wow. So artsy. And a little sapling. Oh, and a little island. That's kind of cool. So one thing I'm pretty grateful for as well is that these chunks were already loaded, meaning I didn't really add anything to my world. I'll log out here in a second when I get across this lake and see how much that exploring expanded my file size. Let's see. Not at all. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Keeping the world size down. That's going to be a big issue later on, I'm sure. Yeah, and actually navigating there wasn't all that hard. I was kind of surprised, but I basically just had to follow these cacti and then, walk an extra 200, 300 blocks that way. So we were shockingly close, and we're shockingly close to that snow biome, which is really good. Okay, so I was thinking we would transition to working on the library or something else other than exploring. But I really got this hankering to get some more snow. So I crafted a bunch of new shovels. I'm gonna head out, grab some, and come back. I probably won't record it. It'll be the exact same as what we just did. Okay, so it is a few days later. We did end up getting that snow. So let me show you that. But we've had a few updates in the last couple days. So just under 5 stacks of snow. That was really good. I think we did that with like maybe 9 or 10 shovels. So I think in the future we'll probably just use diamond shovels. I don't really like using our diamonds on just like resource gathering. But I think, just the extra added durability will be worth it. I think, yeah, we've got enough here. Oh man, I haven't sorted this chest. I like reorganized these by importance, I guess. So some other stuff happened. Uh, remember a while back when I accidentally tapped my computer and then the disk drive started skipping and then the world got corrupted and that was a whole thing? Well, not nearly as bad of a thing happened. However, my computer used to be on the side of my desk closest to my bed, and that was just causing a lot of problems. Like anytime you would tap it with your foot, there'd be a risk of something bad happening. Nothing ever did, but the other day, my girlfriend accidentally grazed it with her leg, and it wasn't even on, but the disk drive started acting up again. So I had to just take it out of my computer, and it caused a few issues with like my other peripherals. Like my Java installation was kind of messed up. So hopefully everything is back to normal. The only not normal thing is I no longer have a 2 terabyte hard drive, which is kind of unfortunate. I'll need to buy a new one because my 1 terabyte SSD is good. It's a decent amount of storage, but I just store too many things for that to be enough. So, we'll work on that later. We'll work on that in the background. I've also been doing some research on like discontinued features. I was initially looking to try to see if there's any way to get water or ice so that I could bring that to the nether when we ultimately go to the nether. And it doesn't look like there'll be any like loopholes for that until like the middle beta updates, which is fine. I don't really mind. So instead, I decided to look at, any other features that might exist. And 2 caught my eye. So firstly, I thought in this version of the game that triple chests just weren't possible. If you didn't know, in older versions of the game, you used to be able to make a double chest and then place a chest next to it, and it would make a triple chest, as the name implies. But I thought they were... Oh, well, that works. I thought they were edited out, but it turns out... Let me show you the front so you can actually see here. That is not the case. It, I think, is edited out or removed, I should say, in like beta 1.0 or beta 1.1. Oh, I guess in full screen it kind of cuts off my inventory, huh? But this is what it looks like, so that's pretty cool. You can store items in these like half slots down here. So I think, yeah, so you can access the ones on the side, but they'll only show a double chest. The middle one is the triple chest. So that's pretty cool, but I don't think we'll be using that feature. I just don't trust those chests not to like bug out at some point, and then I lose all my items in them. So that's pretty neat. And the second thing that I have no familiarity with, and I don't think you will either, is that I guess in these versions of the game, fishing poles stack. I don't think I've crafted a fishing pole in this version of the game, so I decided we would do it together. So, oh wow, it's really that easy, huh? Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Oh man, I don't even know what this could be useful for. But you bet we are going to get a stack of fishing poles and just stick them somewhere as a monument to these older updates. That's so cool. Can you use them? You can. Oh. Oh, and they split the durability. Interesting. So now if I crafted another one with full durability, oh, that's how you have infinite durability. Oh, that's very cool. Okay. I don't think we're going to do a ton of fishing, especially in these older updates. Like, fish is just not very useful, to me anyway. But that's very neat. Maybe we'll do something with that. As far as the library goes, I haven't made any building progress on it since the last episode went out. Um, Within that, changing of peripherals I did within the last couple of days, I also had to update my test world from 118.1 to 119.3. So that came with a whole bunch of stuff and the experimental settings that I used to have the Redstoner's Dream flat world preset just undid itself. Oh. So I ended up having to download like a world edit alternative and then copy all of the builds from one world to a new super flat world. So now that that's all fixed, I can use that as reference again to start building. You can see I've started building here and went around that way. And then we have pretty much just this flat face and a little bit of that corner to do. But ultimately that end will meet up here. And the reason being, this like 9x9 section is actually visible from outside, like from over by the desert biome there. So I think the last thing we'll do, the last change to the build, is we'll make these walls big windows, because that'll look really nice from a distance. But otherwise, we're just gonna get on it. Oh boy. Okay, so here I was hoping I'd have a quick turnaround between the last episode and this one, and then I got sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I apologize if you can, but we're almost at the end of the episode, I think. And I really wanted to, finish recording it. In the meantime, though, I've been building here, and I got to a point where I was like, I can't keep building and not record, because I got the whole bottom half of the exterior finished. I really like the way this window came out. Let's run across over there, and I'll show you what it looks like. Of course, here I was torching up the whole place, and the sun starts rising. Just my luck. I was not paying attention. I'm still not paying attention. Here is how the library looks from over in the desert. I love that corner. That looks so good. For the base there, all I did was just extend it out like one block and then build straight down. As opposed to like the other side, I built little stone legs. There wasn't enough space to do that here, but I'm really glad I didn't try because I love the way that looks. The way that the landscape kind of comes down into a V and the whole building just kind of extends down. It really looks like the landscape is kind of swallowing this library. And there was just enough space for both of those windows to be, fully exposed. So I really love the way that looks. What we need to work on now is the remaining like 4 or 5 block tall trim at the top. And then at the very least, the shell of the exterior will be done. All we'll have to do after that is like the roof. So 3 things I want to mention before I get started here. Firstly, I didn't realize we're actually only about 2/3 of the way through the episode, so we'll have plenty of time to keep building. And we might actually finish this trim in the episode, which would be very exciting. 2, I mentioned that I got sick. I took 2 COVID tests and they were both negative. So I think this is actually just the common cold for once, which is really surprising. I don't think I've gotten a cold within the last 3 years. So it hit me harder, honestly, than I felt when I had COVID. And thirdly, in the last few days, I haven't really checked my YouTube analytics because I've been sick, but I went and checked. The last episode passed 500 views. That's absurd. That is so crazy. I have never, oh my gosh. That's just super cool. That is a huge milestone for me and for you. So thank you again very much for everything. So let's get started here. I think the trim is pretty simple. It's just going to be like 3 blocks here. At random spots, we're going to put these, which are supposed to be kind of like statues, but I don't have enough blocks with enough detail to make statues. So that's going to have to suffice. And then I think probably a single slab in front of here. But I can't reach up there right now. Yeah, kind of like that. And it'll pretty much follow the whole pattern all the way around. But these will be kind of spaced out, I think every 6 to 10 blocks. Oh man, you see it in the distance there. I figured this would be the best direction to come from to get a good idea of how this looks. Oh wow, that looks so good. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this. It's incredible. I love the way that it kind of like came out of the hill there when I was riding across. I didn't finish the entire strip up there. I actually only finished the side that faces this way because I thought it'd be nice to drive by it. So there's still like 3/4 left to do. And then obviously we have to work on the roof. Yeah, you can see. Not quite done yet, but it is getting there. And finally, the trim is done. I am so excited to have gotten to this point. This is actually the furthest I've gotten in the test world build. So anything that we do after this point is purely just off the top of my head what I think should go here. None of any further building we do on this is pre-planned, which is very exciting for me. I finished a lot of the building for this library a month ago, so feels good. I'm not sure how much time we have left, but at the very least, what I might start doing is putting some dirt in here, because I think I would like some grass, as a just flat layer up here. You could interact up here. Maybe we could even put some farms up here. Goodness. Okay. So my sickness is pretty much gone. You can hear in my voice, I'm not as bassy anymore, for better or for worse. I do kind of like the Darth Vader voice that I can do when I get sick, but the other benefits outweigh it. However, random life pro tip: don't forget to brush your teeth, especially if you're sort of sick. I just kind of like got comfy in my bed and passed out without brushing them, and I'm coughing more this morning than I was yesterday. And it's absolutely because I forgot to brush my teeth. So I guess keep that in mind. But yesterday I hunkered down and I placed a bunch of grass up here, or dirt. But you can see I grew some grass up. And then I placed it all and then obviously fell asleep. So I was just AFKing and it all grew into grass. So silver lining there, because I probably would have just had to wait otherwise. And it looks great. Now you can see there's like a 1-up block border of that grass. That's because there's some stone blocks underneath that border that I can't remove because they're part of like the decoration of the wall. So I think that looks pretty good though. It kind of looks like it's built up on the sides anyway, which I suppose it would be if you had dirt up here. So now what we need to do is like work. Oh, nice. Is work on like the shell of this bit because I don't love the way that this looks with it all exposed. Also, it just doesn't look like super great from the outside. It looks much better on the inside, you know? So I'll have to do some building there. We'll see if we've got time to do that, though. Okay, so we do not have enough time, unfortunately. So, in the meantime, I figured I'd tell you what I'm going to do with this spawner, since I mentioned it earlier. Kind of on the side, I've been trying to figure out like a good design for it. And actually, I'm pretty sure spawners will spawn on like regular glass. And when I replace this with glass, it's not nearly as ugly. So I think we will keep it, try to make a functional spawner out of it. And like I said before, we'll use this room for like the drop chamber and maybe item storage. Otherwise, we'll, just bring all the arrows back to our regular base. But I really don't want to like remove it. So we'll make it work. So this is the end of the episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.